Okay, you talk.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NOX Challenge Training. My name is Brian Cummings and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at PrimeMyBody. Today we've got the lovely Diamond affiliate, Annette Gano. Diamond, correct? Right, Annette?
Yes, sir. Diamond moving on up. Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So as people are jumping on the call, we'll give it a couple of more minutes. I know people are starting to load in. So once again, welcome to the NOX Challenge Training, and we'll get this thing kicked off in about 60 seconds. So
60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. We're super happy to have you here.
Yeah, and as you jump on, give us a little comment. I'm going to task Annette to answer every single question, so no pressure.
No pressure. Yeah, definitely ask away though. We're super happy to get this entire thing started and get all your questions answered, because I know that a lot of us leaders are getting a lot of questions from the field. So we're going to nip this in the bud right now. And I'm so grateful, Brian, that you're absolutely leading the way on this so that we can get going and maybe even get April like really super filled up for next month. Challenge.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see my transformative results. I went from a mustache to a goatee. I don't have before and after photos to show you, but as you jump on, like I said, give us a quick note, ask questions. If there's any questions that Annette or myself can't answer immediately, just know that we'll try and reach back out to you personally, privately a little bit later on. We know this is a huge dynamic challenge. And as we get kicked off, like Annette was saying, there's a lot of questions up in the air of how to get started. So today's call and focus is really introduce, well, not just what NOX is, but what the NOX Challenge is and how to participate with it, how to share it, and most importantly, how you as an affiliate customer has the opportunity or have the opportunity to win some of our cash prizes and also product prizes. So jumping into to what the NOX Challenge is, once again, my name is Brian Cummings. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer today, and with me, Annette Gano, our Diamond affiliate, is going to walk through some of the most important steps of not just how NOX has worked for her, but what makes the NOX Challenge really exciting for her. So I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can follow along and kind of see what I'm looking at. But this is the NOX Challenge. Just so you know, it is an incredible dynamic challenge that allows you to share your before and after photos when using the incredible revolutionary NOX serum. It's a very simple product. I mean, I can talk about all the amazing effects of it, but I think I wouldn't be doing it justice. But however, this website definitely can. And you as an existing affiliate, and if you're not an affiliate, a customer, somebody watching, you also can have one of these websites to go share with your friends and family to really showcase what NOX is, the transformative effects it's having on people around the world, and most importantly, how they too can participate into the challenge. This is the homepage. This is a very simple homepage on noxchallenge.com to give you an idea of what it is, how to participate in all the products. I think what I want to dive into first is, what is NOX? I know a lot of people have had a lot of incredible before and after and or personal testimonials of using NOX. But this is a great web page to really dive into the video. We've got some great animated videos to really showcase how NOX and our hemp-infused full-spectrum hemp extract get into the skin, stir things up, creating more of a flushing effect with more blood flow to the face so that your face can do what it does normally and repair and rejuvenate naturally. And I think that's a really big hook when looking in the skincare industry of a natural product that's not only unique, but is truly revolutionary, as PrimeMyBody is the only company pushing a nitric oxide hemp-infused product on the market. That is itself incredibly unique. And what I wanted Annette to come on and say is, I really share with you her testimonial of how nitric oxide and the NOX serum has changed her and her skin tone. So Annette,
Yeah.
no
Brian,
pressure.
no
Share with
pressure,
me.
right? Before we go there, I want you to just share with everyone, how did you get to this page right here? Just so people know where to go and how to get right to this page.
So we'll dive into that in just a second, but noxchallenge.com is the general website for anybody and everybody to take a look at what this is. Now, as we go through the list and the itinerary for today, we're going to talk specifically about how existing customers and affiliates and even new customers can have their own NOX Challenge website. But no, that's a great question, and we'll jump into that here shortly.
Okay, fantastic, great. And I'm excited for those details as well, because like all of you, I was a little bit confused and wasn't entirely sure how to get into the challenge and how I can play my part in that. And I'm super excited that Brian is going to be talking more about this and going more in depth in the Zoom. So a lot of you know I am 51 years old. I have been dealing with dark spots, and as I age, my dark spots just kept getting darker and darker. There was just really no way around it, especially if I was if I was in the sun. It just never seemed to significantly die down or shrink or lessen in size or shrink in size. So when NOX came out, I was so open. I'm not one that really takes good care of my skin, Brian. I really kind of got complacent and have Asian skin, and everyone's like, oh, you never really have to worry about aging. And it wasn't so much for me, the wrinkles, although those have really lessened. The depth of them have lessened, and the length of the wrinkles have lessened, and the crow's feet around my eyes have completely lessened and filled in. But for me, my initial love for this was the need actually to get rid of these dark spots. So I started using it, and I didn't say anything to anyone because I didn't know if it was working. And in all honesty, you guys, you absolutely have to take a before photo. If I had not taken a before photo, I actually would have never realized how much the NOX is working for me. It wasn't until, gosh, I'd have to look at the photos. There are the dates on the photos, and my photos are actually in the NOX Challenge now, and you could see them. I was completely amazed at how I had a complete transition. And I also love the fact that we're getting the nitric oxide in us, which we completely need as well. So I like to put it on my thyroid, and I like to do all that good stuff too, Brian. But really, if you guys go into the NOX Challenge, you can see my before and after photos, and those are the God's honest truth. No filters, no nothing. That is the truth, and it has completely changed my life. And as you can see now, I do have makeup on today because I decided I haven't been doing much self-care this week, Brian. It's been pretty crazy. My daughter just keeps telling me, it's spring break, Mom, it's spring break. You don't have to. So I kind of let myself go a little bit this week, but today I was really excited to come on, put a little bit of makeup, and show you guys how good my skin is looking because of our incredible NOX. And I want to add one thing too, Brian. Do not forget to add the Hydrate Pure afterwards. That is something that is really important to moisturize after it absorbs. Make sure you use the Hydrate Pure afterwards. So wanted to share that, Brian. I hope that explained a little bit of why I'm so passionate to be here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the NOX and Hydrate is an essential 1-2 punch. I mean, I love NOX for a couple of reasons myself. More than a moisturizer, almost, because it wakes my face up. Like if I'm waking up in the morning and I put on NOX, there's just a tingle I get across my face where I can just honestly feel like it's getting a fresh breath of air. And then applying the Hydrate shortly after, especially even at nighttime. Two of my favorite products, no doubt. I wasn't a skincare guy until I met my wife, and she is the most religious moisturizer I have ever met. So I have to give a little bit of props to her as well as the NOX. So. But no, thanks to Ned. No, I think that really helps out, just giving people an idea of how to use it. And I think one thing that really stuck out to me was take your before photo. If you're just getting started with NOX and you haven't taken a before photo, oh my gosh, that's one of the most important things to do. It's a fantastic idea because NOX works so fast and it's so efficient. And in your first couple of days, you're gonna see some changes happen really quickly. And I think it's not only going to amaze you, but when you start going to your phone and doing the before and afters, and or even sharing it online, or even on the NOX Challenge, which we're about to dive into, what a great platform and opportunity to really showcase your before and after photos. So thanks so much, Annette, for kind of diving into how to use NOX. It's important. It's important that we all understand that it works so fast and it's efficient. But the NOX Challenge, I couldn't be more excited about this. This is a project that we began working on, I'd say almost 8 months ago. And this is it's something that I saw the transformative effects. I know a lot of people did. And we were looking for a platform and a way to make a dynamic website so that people could participate and you could share this with your friends and family and they could see the transformative effects right there in front of them. So welcome to the NOX Challenge. I call it the most dynamic skin transformation challenge ever. And I think it's so incredibly simple to navigate this website. So first things first, I think it's really important to update that the NOX Challenge. Yeah, we've got pets. I think it's important to notate that we updated the NOX Challenge terms and conditions, that there's no purchase necessary to enter. When we initially launched the NOX Challenge back in February, we didn't really take into consideration a couple of states that weren't going to be able to participate. And we wanted to make sure this was an equal and fair game for all. So as of on the 9th of March, we have opened this up so that anybody can participate. What makes this fantastic is that for any of our affiliates who've shared products in the past, it gives them the opportunity so that if Annette had shared this with one of her friends and family who's maybe not a customer affiliate, but they bought a bottle of NOX from her, they too can now participate without having to purchase a product package inside of the NOX Challenge. So we're about to dive into how they can actually participate and or sign up in the challenge itself. So for existing customers and affiliate, then that's kind of where I want to start with first. People such as Annette and or people who have purchased PrimeMyBody products in the past for our affiliates and existing customers. You can technically log into your back office right now. And on the left-hand menu, you're going to see that there's an enroll button. This profile setup will not show up if you're not enrolled. So just a heads up. First things first, in order to get started in the NOX Challenge, you have to enroll. So when we click on it, you're going to see that there's a couple of options in our packages that you can participate and or purchasing NOX or enrolling 100% for free and then putting in your information. It's going to say shipping information. Well, this is just us collecting your information if you're just wishing to enroll. We've got to create you an account. We've got to make sure that the system recognizes who you are. And at the end, obviously, you're going to agree to the terms and conditions of the NOX Challenge. So first things first, enroll. It's a really big deal. That's what's going to turn on this extra link down here where it says profile setup. So if you've purchased a package, existing customers and existing affiliates, if you've purchased a package, the profile setup is the next step. We're going to talk about how you share your website as an existing customer and affiliate later on. And then we're going to talk about how to recruit and or invite new customers, friends, family, potential prospects, all of those people a little bit later on. So I think first things first, profile setup. And this is where a lot of people are. I kid you not, we have over 400 people registered in the NOX Challenge right now. And it's mind-blowing that there's not many people participating. So kudos to everybody who's in this first inaugural challenge for March, because we're going to have some lucky winners. I can tell you in April that it's going to be a lot more of a competition because everybody has been just waiting. I think everybody's just been taking their NOX and applying it double time up until April, so they get a little bit of extra time to participate in that April challenge. But good for you. That's totally cool. You've got the right and opportunity to choose which month you want to participate in. So just so that you know, if you enroll, your profile doesn't kick in until you set up your NOX Challenge profile itself. So what I mean by that is that, let's just say Annette enrolled yesterday. Well, unless Annette sets up her profile and selects which month she's going to participate in, technically she's just going to have the opportunity to participate in the NOX Challenge. She's just not going to be in an active challenge, meaning she's not eligible to win any kind of prize money and or product in the future should she be in one of our top 5 positions of voting, which we'll talk about that as well. What's really cool though is that if you do initiate your profile, you're going to get an extra page on your website, your replicated site. So since I've already enrolled, this is the actual profile setup page. You're going to see this link right here. This link doesn't exist on just the NOX Challenge site. This is your personal link, meaning that once you fill out all of your information, your name, your age, your gender, and you begin uploading your photo, your before and after, then all of a sudden your before and after photo is going to show up on this page, so that when you start sharing your replicated website, now you've got a page that you can share with your friends and family and add a testimonial so that you can actually involve your friends, your family, your prospects, and start showing them how NOX is working for you. You can take the opportunity with the testimonial section and really dive in and say, write a quick testimony of how NOX is working for you. And then people get to kind of follow you along your transformation journey as you're sharing out your profile to actually try and capture votes to win for that month. And we'll talk about sharing a little bit later. But right now, as we continue down, the first name, last name, obviously, that's very simple. Age, I would recommend typing it in. Why not? Cassandra's not 36. She probably wouldn't be happy that I just did that. You're going to want to select your gender. And as you get ready to upload your photo, we were looking for the best photo uploader out there. And I really think we found it. This thing is so incredibly easy to use. So right now I'm on a desktop. All I have to do is click or drag an image onto it. If you're on your mobile device, you just tap it with your thumb. You're going to get the open box that's going to pop up. For you phone users, it's going to open up into your phone library. And I pulled out some very static photos of somebody else in the past. And I wanted to talk about uploading photos. Now, what I've done, and especially for the testing that I did, I found it was best that when I was putting my face in there, I wanted to crop it so that it was perfectly from chin to the top of my forehead, because I felt I had a lot of transformation effects, both on my forehead, the crow's feet around my eyes, right here, I guess where my dimples are, and my cheeks. Those were I felt like I had transformation areas all around, and I think Annette can probably attest to that as well. It wasn't just in one area in particular, but it was everywhere. But some people, for example, maybe it's really your eyes that are really transforming, or maybe it's something that that you really want to hone into. Maybe it's a different area. It's on your neck. I know Mo Huddleston, she uses her neck, and it's a fantastic transformation result. And there's other people who have used different parts of their body to really show how it's helping with skin tone or discoloration and actually evening things out. We suggest doing anything you feel comfortable in sharing, and it's really important that you know, whatever you're sharing, that you think if it's a transformation effect that you're really happy about, that's what we want you to share. So real quick, I'm going to go over the 3 buttons that show up on top of this photo that I just uploaded. Obviously, the trash can. If I uploaded the wrong photo from my photo library, if you hit trash, it's going to remove it. Simple, plain and easy. The middle button is the edit button. The second I click it, it's going to pop up and give me the opportunity to kind of resize my image. So it's somewhat set. It's like a cropped ratio right now that's going to fit into our slider that we've put together. And then as I try and maneuver, I want to be sure that wherever I set my before up, that it's duplicatable. That meaning that when I get ready to do my my progress photo, it's going to be very similar. I don't want to have 2 different photos that are going to look really different from one another. So as you're trying to align this, be sure that you kind of take a screenshot or remember exactly how you cropped your first photo, because your second photo is going to be really important, because that slider is going to make all the difference when they're going back and forth, when your viewers, your family, your prospects are checking this out for the first time. You want a smooth experience. You want them to see exactly where those fine lines and wrinkles are actually making a difference or changing. So as soon as I'm done, I can hit confirm. I've cropped it. I think we're good to go. Last thing, I'm going to hit upload right now. And boom, this is my before photo. So real quick, once you upload your before photo, and once I select submit down here, just a heads up, you can't upload your before photo again. And that's just part of the rules that we have. So, and we made it like that so that there's no manipulation. The second you do it, if you're entering into the next month, it's important to set up your profile now. So if you're getting ready for April, look what we can do down here. We can go ahead and select the month of April. So given that today's March 20th, not many people are going to be opting in to this month's challenge. However, should you want to jump into this month's challenge, it's an opportunity. I can tell you right now, you only have 1 challenge to participate in. As an affiliate, as a customer, doesn't matter. You know, we're opening this up for a one-time use only. The great thing is that you'll always have that My Transformation page, and you'll always be able to update your progress photo and your testimonial, because guess what? The skin transformation journey never ends. It's ongoing. And for people who are using this product on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, those skin transformation effects are going to be constantly evolving. And as you as an affiliate and or even a customer who are continuing to share their site and share how revolutionary this product is, we're looking at ways to make this more so it's more than just a 30-day challenge for people who've already done it. And those ideas and topics are in the discussions right now. So hopefully by April, and if not May, we'll have kind of a new way for people who've already done the challenge to even participate again in some new form or factor. So I can't release too many details. There's not a lot of things that are solidified yet, but focusing on wrapping up the first step of the challenge profile, it's important to select which month you're going to participate in. So being that it's March 20th, I'm going to go ahead and select April. And then from there, when I hit submit, I'm agreeing to the terms and conditions. And then boom, my setup's been successful. Now I'm brought to step 2 of the NOX Challenge profile. So if you've got your progress photo, let's just say Annette, for example, she's been using the product for a little bit. She already uploaded her before. She's already got an updated progress photo. In fact, she probably took one this morning. Much like a lot of you that are on your skin transformation journey, you're gonna have an after photo. So we call it the progress photo just to be a little bit different. But I'm gonna upload the after photo no differently than I just did. I'm gonna go to the cropping feature right here. I know I cropped it right below the lip, and I wanna say that's pretty close. Good news is we're gonna be able to confirm exactly what this looks like here in just a minute on the slider. And remember, this is an example of just using half the face. For me, like I said, I use my entire face from the top of my forehead to the bottom of my chin, so that when I cropped it, remember on that photo slider, it's really important so that when you drag it back and forth, you can see those before and after effects everywhere. Annette, do you have something?
Yeah, I wanted to just add, Brian, thank you. I know that a lot of us are not as computer tech savvy people. I was a little bit intimidated by this, and I'm actually quite tech savvy. But once I actually went in there and did it, I did it from my phone. It was so easy, you guys. So I think Brian's key points here are just watch where you're cropping. He put a marker like I'm gonna crop right below her lips, and kind of followed that. And maybe Brian, we could show my picture. I don't know if we can or not, but I tried to keep mine the same and balanced as well. So that's one of probably the hardest part, and that's kind of it, is just making sure you crop at the same location if you can. And these are what are on there. See, I kind of try to keep mine as balanced as possible. There I am on my left side of the screen. But there's a lot of, it's incredible to see all these different transformations, but you just click on it and you can see the transformation. Look at the dark spots and how they've changed. So it's really incredible. If I also watched the chin and the neck, and that's kind of your hardest part, Brian, for me. You guys made it extremely easy for us to do. Thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And as we jump into these pages later on, we'll talk about the dynamic factor and what makes this unique, especially when sharing. But yeah, I mean, you're spot on. We tried to make this as simple as possible, and that when people are going through to set this up, I mean, there's a lot of detailed descriptions on what to do. I'm not reading this verbatim, but I've done the testing so much. I mean, I can honestly say it is very simple and straightforward. So we're going to launch a setup page that'll go along with a profile setup that has step-by-step videos with a lot more verbiage next to it, a lot of tutorial just to help walk you through these steps that I'm talking about today. So I think for existing affiliates, customers, people who are in the NOX Challenge now, we want to hold your hand, and every week we're going to be dedicated to doing one of these NOX training Zooms just to help walk you through all the little steps. And that's not just for you, that's for the people you invite to the NOX Challenge in the future. So we want to hold your hand during this process, and we appreciate your patience as we've gotten everything set up. So as I finalize my progress photo, which remember, unlike the before photo, I can upload the progress photo every single day, every week. I would do it as often as possible. The more you do it, the more you can start sending this link out to your friends and family, and or say, hey, check out my transformation. Things are changing on a daily basis. You've got to check this out. I think it's a great marketing tool in sharing how effective NOX really is. So the second we're done cropping, we're going to hit upload. Remember, progress photo can be uploaded as many times as it would like. I've got a message. It's been done successfully. And last but not least, this is my testimonial. So obviously I have the opportunity to enter my transformation here. Let's see, ... I know you'd love to watch me type very effectively. I'm going to hit update. And when I'm done, this and your progress photo can be updated on a daily basis. So as we wrap up kind of the transformation page, remember that link, it was on the before photo. Now it's on the after photo. This is my transformation page. This is what we just did. It's really fast. It's really efficient how we just uploaded a before and after photo. And from there, we can honestly see the transformation effect. And I'm not gonna lie, I cropped that so perfectly, you can't even tell that there was a difference in photos other than the skin changing. So I'm just kidding. But
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. As a Virgo, it's amazing.
I got pretty lucky on that. I've done this more times than not where it's been god awful. So, but yeah, obviously your whole name's not going to display because you're going to be sending this out to prospects and stuff. And we didn't want to give all of your information away. However, we wanted to give you the opportunity to really share your testimonial and your before and after. So that is your transformation page. That's how simple this is. And now that I'm in the NOX Challenge, I can actually, when I click on NOX Challenge, that extra page where it says My Transformation, that pops up. Now, if you went to noxchallenge.com and you were just browsing to get an idea of what the challenge is, now all of a sudden you get a transformation page. And what's cool is that you can copy and paste a link. You can share this with friends and family. You can put it on social media and say, guys, check out my transformation. It is so freaking awesome. I've only been using this product this many times per day for this total length in weeks or whatever, whatever you want to use in your transformation page. That's up to you. And the NOX Challenge page, this is 100% your site. And Annette, I know you were asking earlier, well, Brian, how do you get to your site? Well, like I was saying earlier, if you land on your dashboard, everybody has, every existing affiliate has a NOX Challenge replicated site. And it's this bottom link down here where it says noxchallenge.com. So just so you know, it's your username, .noxchallenge.com. If you click it, it's an active link. It's going to take me to my landing page so that when I get ready to start sharing this with friends, family, and everybody, I can either share the main page, or maybe I want to lead with nitric oxide. Be like, hey guys, I want you to check out what this nitric oxide product is doing. Copy the link, text it to somebody. If I want to share my transformation page specifically, copy the link, send it to somebody. If I want to share the science page of what NOX is, boom, the same thing. From there, they can get educated on what the products are, and most importantly, how they too can join the challenge and be a part of this NOX Challenge, this revolutionary platform. So, you know, I think that really covers everything from the back office perspective. Obviously, when I refresh my page and click profile setup, I have the opportunity to upload another before, or excuse me, another after photo. I can update my testimonial here. And then remember, your skin transformation page is going to be where exactly that new photo is going to pop up in addition to your transformation story and or journey. So I think what's important that we kind of dive into next is new customers. So, you know,
Hang on, Brian, one quick.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just want to make sure you're going to show us where people can vote after we do the customer section. I just want to, because we got a message there on the side. That is a question.
Yeah. So absolutely. At this point, and I see Sherry, no, you can't vote directly from this page. You know, I think that was the intention at one point, but I think we should definitely open that back up because that makes a lot of sense when sharing this. So the NOX Challenge active page. So if we want to go ahead and dive into here, this is your active challenge, just giving you an idea of, you know, we've got 10 days left in this challenge. After that, the April challenge will pop up, and each challenge goes by calendar month. So just a heads up, every calendar month moving forward, this is going to be a new challenge. So as you're signing people up, or if you're getting ready to sign up yourself, what a great opportunity to honestly see when the next challenge begins, and then from there go down and start looking at all the different before and after buttons below. How can someone click on the vote button when you can't see it? I mean, I see the vote buttons, Mo. When you click on the button, I think if I wanted to vote for Colleen, for example, all I would have to do is click vote, and boom, my vote has been casted. The way we look at this is that each person gets one vote. We recognize that by IP address. So technically you could slightly manipulate it, but we wouldn't recommend doing that. But going through the process, all you have to do is kind of look at the before and after photos. Like I said at the top, I know we don't have any men in here, but if we ever did, you could categorize it. If not, I'm sorry, Robert's here. But if you wanted to see all women, all men, and see how the NOX is working for different genders, that's why we put that there. We figured a lot of the women will want to see the women, then obviously checking out the men from there. So go through and then drag and drop, and you know, you want to see the before and afters of who's having success and how NOX is working for you. And the last thing I'll touch on this active challenge page is if I clicked on a name, it's going to take me to a specific profile so I could read Lori's story, read her transformation journey. I might be in the contest myself, but it's always great to see how this product's working for other people. And sometimes it's in their story as well. So I think that's a really cool feature that we added to it. So now you've got the opportunity to go through, read some of the information from some of the other people, Athena's, for example, reading her story and how NOX is working for her. So we really highly recommend to check out the site, dive into it, you know, share this with your friends and family, and we'll talk about kind of towards the wrap up of sharing and what makes this such a unique platform and opportunity for everybody. So I think the last thing, one of the last things I wanted to touch on was new customers. So for all of the new customers out there that want to get started, first things first, share your replicated site. So for example, username noxchallenge.com. Remember, you can find that in your affiliate dashboard and also customer dashboard of how to locate that. So joining the challenge is the same thing that you went through on the back office end. You're going to go through and they're going to select their country. Right now, it's only available in the United States. They're going to add a username from there, and they're going to go click on or select a password, and then do the same thing we did. You can either select a product package to get started, which will initiate your account, or you can enroll for free. Remember, there's no purchase required in the NOX Challenge. So it's an incredibly simple process. And Annette, before we wrap up and talk about anything else, is there anything you've got questions with that we could possibly answer?
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify for Mo and for Sherry. So does someone actually have to be in the NOX Challenge to be able to vote? Because that is how you get access to the active challenge drop-down button, right? Is that the only way to get in and vote?
No. So you
Okay.
can, anybody can vote. Anybody can vote. You can share this with your cousin who lives in another country, and they can vote technically. So anybody can vote. Voting, we haven't restricted that by any means. So You know, when you're sharing the challenge, the transformation page is what's unique for every individual who has enrolled and who has set up their profile. That's the only page that normal people will not have access to until they set up their profile.
Gotcha.
And Annette, since you're doing this month, next month, guess what? Your transformation page isn't going anywhere. You can still vote in the next month. You can upload your progress photo. You can change your personal testimonial. You can still take part of everything that an active challenge participant's doing. So yeah, no, if there's no other questions, you know, obviously we'll be doing these on a weekly basis. We highly recommend plugging in. The more you see it, obviously the more you're going to feel comfortable doing it and then sharing this with other people. So, you know, as I wrap up, I think when I think about promoting the NOX Challenge, I think of how incredible of a product NOX is. And that's why we actually put together its own website, not just for the challenge perspective. We really wanted the people to see the before and after photos. And as we continue to go through challenge after challenge, we're going to create more sections so that we're going to take the winners and kind of pile them into the NOX Challenge section so that people can see not just how it's working for the active challenge, but what other winners have won in the past using. I think it's important to see that if they can do it, maybe these new people have an opportunity to do it too. So I think it's really awesome that we've got such a great product that works within seconds of an application. And now we can actually watch the skin transformation journey from before and after. So, you know, if there's no more questions, I'd like to kind of wrap this up. I want to respect everybody's time. I know it's Friday. Everybody's trying to wind down the week. This is something that I'm really passionate about, and I want to thank everybody for being on today. So Annette, thank you so much for your leadership, sharing your testimonial. It's always awesome and amazing to see the before and afters, and most importantly, just your love for not just this product, but also for the company. So thanks so much, Annette. We appreciate you.
I'm honored to be here, Brian. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
See you next week, everybody. 2
Stay
p.m.
healthy
on Friday. Stay healthy, stay safe, and